find some of the batteries. Steve should have some batteries.
I have two fresh batteries, I got it out.
The scanner is turned on.
So what do we need to do now?
Nothing much really.
Okay, so I'm going to smile at the press and stuff, and then we'll start having the rocket in about 20 minutes. Usually about an hour before the launch, we get the press coming along and taking a few snaps. We've got a lot of sponsors that have put a lot of money and resources into the rockets, and they want to see their name or their company logo on TV.
The Star Chaser motto is "Your future in space." Your future in space. The team hopes that one day soon. Future in space. Sorry. The team hopes that one day soon we'll all be queuing up to pay for a ride on their rockets.
It's good. One more.
So when's the first manned flight?
It depends on this launch. I mean,
now that we're well funded and we've got quite a few bob in the bank, it's not so important for us to court publicity, because it's a double-edged thing. You know, it can go either way.
This is about as far away from NASA as you can possibly get.
You know, we got the naysayers, oh, that will never fly, or, you know, Britain can't do anything in space, and, you know, that's really all that's happened. But all that's about to change with the launch of Nova, because there's going to be no ignoring the fact that Nova's the world's first private passenger carrying rocket.
This rocket is capable of carrying one person all the way up into space, which is 100 kilometers up. Now, this is a suborbital trajectory. That sounds complicated, but it really means is it's not going into orbit, it's not going round the Earth, it's just going straight up and straight down again. So that's the idea. This can carry one person, and this will validate the systems that we need for a commercial rocket to follow.
Our X-Prize entry is called the Thunderbird, and what we've actually built so far is a full-size mock-up so that we can check out seating positions and arrangements, where we're going to put the control panels, where the windows are going to be, where certain bulkheads are going to be. In order to win the X-Prize, you have to get 3 people up 100 kilometers and then bring them back safely. Now, the occupants aboard our spacecraft will feel about 5 minutes of weightlessness. They'll see the curvature of the Earth and the blackness of the sky, and they'll truly become astronauts for a few minutes. The level of technology required to actually win the X-Prize is not particularly high, but what you have to do is actually turn the craft around and launch it a second time within a 2-week period to prove that the vehicle is reusable. Now, that's going to be the difficult thing.
The ambition is a challenging one, really. They are going to have to send people to in excess of 300,000 feet. And we know that once you get above 10 or 15,000 feet, the body is challenged. The top of Everest is at less than 30,000 feet. So they're going some considerable distance beyond that. And the challenges to their well-being will be extreme, to say the least.
The Centre for Human Sciences itself is concerned with human performance under a variety of conditions. The interests that Star Chaser has in CHS is access to our centrifuge and altitude facilities, both of which they will be experiencing when they go for their record attempt.
We've got a lot of experience in building rockets and getting the rockets off the ground and getting them back safely. The thing that we were really weak on was the human interface side of things. We want to put human beings on our rockets and we want to keep them safe.
That's not the biggest size.
I've got quite a big head.
I know, I can see.
That's better. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Well done. And you're happy that it's fully empty, as hard as you can breathe in. That's brilliant. we make sure that they are medically fit for the exposures that we subject them to.
Glucose, ketone, specific gravity, blood, pH, protein, nitrite, leukocytes.
Okay.
Yep.
Good. Don't film that. Embarrassing. The centrifuge training is quite important because when we're strapped in that rocket, we're going to be subject to very high accelerations very quickly, and that has a significant effect on the body and the way the body functions.
We'll start running.
Prepare 6G.
What we need to do is subject the people that are going to ride in the rocket to very high accelerations, because you get a thing like muscle memory and the body starts to remember these sensations.
G. 4.8. G. 6G.
What we don't want to do is put people in our capsule and launch them up into space without any of this training, because, you know, they're going to be climbing the walls, you know, they're going to want to get out of there. What we're trying to do is open up these experiences so that people are familiar with this kind of stress and they'll learn to cope with it.
Oh, well, that was interesting. It was quite comfortable. A bit of weight on my chest, that was very noticeable. The only thing I noticed different than the last time was I actually got pins and needles in my bum.
One of the main problems with flying in a rocket is that, you know, it's up there, it's above the earth, and if something goes wrong, you know, you've got to be able to get out and be assured that you can safely exit the thing and make a controlled landing, you know. So skydiving skills are very, very important. So we've been doing a lot of those.